Huh?
Are you breathing?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm still breathing. Why? Because if I don't, then I'll die.
Oh.
Good evening, cupcakes. I will be with you in just a moment. You ready to go?
Yep.
You ready to... You gonna help me out with this?
I'm just gonna see it's not working, okay?
Okay, but it is working now.
Oh, you're running now.
Yeah. Sprinting, actually. Link is always running.
Yep.
Unless he's sneaking.
Yep.
So, good evening, cupcakes, and I am sorry that took so long. I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties we are having with my attempts to stream. But, here it is. And we have a special guest star.
Yep.
You gonna introduce yourself?
Just doing this is not a real scissors.
Yeah, I know.
Just gonna pretend it's a real scissors.
Okay. She's not gonna introduce herself. Is she a famous celebrity, perhaps?
Yep.
Yep. You're a famous celebrity?
Yep.
What famous celebrity are you?
I gotta go ask her anyway.
Okay. So just something I thought I should mention in the meantime is that the first time I actually played through this game, the very first thing I did was turn around and climb these cliffs. And then get my backside handed to me by a couple of Bokoblins. I'll take that. Thank you. I beg your pardon. Wait, no, hold on. I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. I forgot about that. It's been a long time. Oh ho ho, forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. I have been told that it's very rude.
What you got?
As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule.
Is it chicken nuggets?
It is not. Do you want chicken nuggets?
No.
No.
Well, yes, but actually no.
Yeah. It's very clear.
That temple there, long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. That's what he's the what? Okay. Do you remember this from your dad playing? No, you don't?
Yep.
Yeah, you do? Well then, just help yourself to that torch there. And how, may I ask, are you planning to use it? To set things on fire, of course. That is rather unnerving. Please be cautious with that around any dry grass that might catch fire. You know, there are plenty of monsters in this area. That torch would make a good weapon, if need be. However, do not just swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponents and lock your sights on them. Okay. Z targeting. Got it. I'm gonna steal more of this old man stuff. This old man who is a ghost of his former self. Yep. Is he a ghost of his former self?
Yeah.
I'm about as good at catching bugs in Breath of the Wild as I am in Harvest Moon.
That's a monster.
That's a Bokoblin.
That's a monster.
Yes, it's a type of monster.
Yeah, boo!
Now, I know speedrunners have a trick. Distilling local information. Distilling local information. Into liquid knowledge. Anyway, I know speedrunners have a trick for getting off of this rather quickly, and I could probably perform it, but I think I'd rather just get down myself. Regional map is extracted. Try to remember the kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow.
When the beast regains its true power,
Oh.
this world will face its end.
Apparently we're doing a different thing. Gotta give props to Zelda for, like, keeping Ganon sealed for 100 years. Think about that.
You must hurry, Link.
I mean, spoiler, she is the goddess Hylia in human form, but
Before
still.
it's too late.
Like, these, whenever you have, like, these stories like that, they always, like, brush it off like it's nothing. Like, oh yeah, in 100 years. I mean, just for example, JoJo, Dio spent 100 years, 100 years in that coffin. That would legitimately drive a person insane. I don't care if you're a vampire. That would drive you insane. Oh, nope. Okay, so did not mean to do any of that. Let's try and not fall off the tower this time. That's a good idea, right? Yeah.
Let's not fall on it.
I very nearly did that right there. Oh. And I did it again. No, stop. Wait, what? I survived. We survived.
Yay! But why he's coming?
To talk to us. My. It would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower? Yes, probably not. Well, you know, maybe you probably should be telling the people around you, people who love you, if you've been hearing voices. Well now, a voice, you say? And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? It seems I have some work to do as far as earning your trust goes. I suppose that is understandable.
My little puppy, my little puppy.
I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs, with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. I actually did try to make my way down. Did not know about the, the fog effect thing where it automatically voids you out. And I thought, well, if I move around here, it'll just... I was quite foolish, several times over. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Oh ho ho, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? You see that structure there, the one shining with a strange light. It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. Okay, you can continue anytime. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglide, a fair exchange, I believe. And there we go. Who needs weapons, right? You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Oman Au, the creator of this trial. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of Goddess Hylia, and dedicated to the... Okay, thanks. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of the Goddess Hylia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please accept this spirit orb. May the goddess smile upon you. It seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. Clairvoyance! Oh, or perhaps just something similar. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. Oh, goodness. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. Oh. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of the shrine is all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. It has been quite some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across this land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. That wasn't the deal. I am altering the deal. Pray I do not alter it further. Oh, Well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Got it. I admire your eagerness, but allow me to teach you something else before you go. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. Wow, it's so strange how he was able to beat us up here. I'm surprised it took you so long to catch up with an old man like me. Oh ho ho! So you think an old man like me needs to fly to stay ahead of you? Ah, I'm sorry. My brain. I still have a few tricks left in me. Now then, I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as a vantage point to search for shrines. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it, and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map. The pins on your map serve as reference points for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. Oh ho ho! Just a few tricks I've picked up after many, many years in the wild. You may take my advice or leave it. Go ahead and take a look if you feel inclined to do so. Now, I've only actually played through this once before, so it's probably a good idea for me to actually go and mark them. And then the other one should be somewhere in that snowy region. There it is. Meanwhile, I should also mark this tower. Alright. Okay. Well. Nope. Oh ho ho. If you still wish to acquire the paraglider, you must put in the effort. I will not simply give it away, you see. Alright. Now let's try to not fall down this time. Okay. Now I'm gonna do something. I mean, this got us killed before, but hopefully... Nope, 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 nope! I was just trying to climb down. Instead of having to go down all those different steps. You know? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no, we gotta do that again. See? That simple. Can't imagine what sort of person who's really bad at video games would have trouble climbing down that one of those towers. Especially that one in particular. Is this the one that activates the cutscene? No? Yeah? Okay. Alright. You ready for some pro Guardian Laser Reflex? Yeah, boy! Okay. Oh, that's not good. Explosion! Yes, I know you're supposed to launch it, but who has time for that? Explosion! Alright. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. Yes, my resourcefulness, blowing stuff up. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb. Boom. May the goddess smile upon you. And on you as well. That's so great. Oh, come on, really? Hi. I killed the guy that destroyed your beehive. Nice. Oh ho ho, fancy that, so we meet again. This body of mine isn't what it used to be. Recovering from a bout of hard work takes a while. Body? If you're hungry, I have an empty pot you can use to cook yourself a meal. Simply open your inventory, grab hold of your ingredients, and toss them in. Try to consider how the ingredients will complement one another. You can even make a dish that increases your stamina. It's all about being creative and trying different things. Zohoho. On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. And today I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood stir fry and seafood fry. This recipe not only restores health, but it also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I no longer have need of that itchy, warm doublet. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and spicy pepper. However, I simply cannot remember what else I used. My age is catching up to me. Sadly, on this lonely plateau, I have only my own knowledge and memory to rely on. Still, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. However, it seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish will ever be fulfilled.
Yahaha! You're not Hestu, but you can see me? I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hestu, please return this to him. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places.
Yes. Okay. We got the seafood. Finally! Okay. One lonely piece of ramen. Come on! Yes! Huzzah! I cooked something. Wait, is that... That looks just like my signature perfect dish. Spicy meat and seafood fry. But how did you... Well, I suppose that is not important. Can I trouble you to share the recipe? It's literally a spicy pepper, some meat, and some seafood. That's how you make spicy meat and seafood fry. Of course, Hyrule Boss. How could I have forgotten? Well done. Now, please allow me to reward your culinary efforts with this warm doublet. With that, you will be able to resist the bite of colder environments. As for me, I know a great spicy meat and seafood fry recipe, so I can do without that warm doublet. I guess we'll be back tomorrow to take care of the other 2 shrines and to find out who this mysterious old man is. Who among us could possibly know in this 3-year-old game? Anyway, if you're watching this right now on as a highlight video instead of on the streaming channel, then if you're watching it as it goes live, then the stream is now. So hop on over. I'll put a link in the description, either to the channel or to the stream. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow, and bye.